The woman takes off her underwear, ready to show the man her petunias stained with night dew. But the man ignored her completely. However, this domineering act, instead, it won the woman's appreciation. Congratulations, young man. You have passed the interview. You can come to work tomorrow. What kind of interview is this? Let me do it. It doesn't matter how much you get paid. The main thing is to like the job. This is the story of a male version of a man crush. Our hero, Jack, is a lover. He's been a favorite of women for as long as he can remember. In the morning he kisses his beautiful neighbor, and in the afternoon he meets a beautiful woman. Even taking a taxi to work, he is forced to exercise for half an hour because he has no place to put his charm. It doesn't matter if you're late, because the executive has been slept with. A difficult client, a small problem. He enters the conference room without a fuss. He uses that mouth to convince the manageress of the other side. Gets all the eyes of the company on him alone. In just one morning, he had a big deal. Jack was called into the office by the boss. It is reasonable to say that this is not a promotion or at least a year-end bonus doubled it. But the boss did not say anything and fired him. Why? Jealous of my good looks? I heard that all the female colleagues in the company like you. You've slept with all of them, young and old. Yes. It's not against the law. It's true that it's not illegal to pick up employees, but sleeping with the boss's wife and secretary is Jack's fault. Not to mention that Jack has recently set eyes on the boss's daughter. Even the boss's mother is inquiring about Jack's news. The boss's head of the forgiveness hat is really too big. It is difficult to end without firing Jack. Jack said he understood and packed his things to leave. But all the female employees are reluctant to leave. Loverboy is gone. They will have no desire to go to work, although a little upset. But he had just walked into the bachelor pad and something good happened. The new female neighbor was moving. Jack volunteered to help. The helper started to do some sewer unclogging. When he gets home, his uncle knew he had lost his job and advised him to abstain. Jack said he understood. He went to other companies to apply for jobs, but all the companies replied that they were not hiring. It turns out that Jack's old boss has already told the industry. Ask which boss is willing to turn his company into Jack's personal harem. However, some female bosses did discuss with him in depth. Only at the end of the discussion immediately changed his face and asked him to leave. Finally, one company agreed to Jack to join. But there are no female employees here, are bachelors. So even if the saint of love, I'm afraid it is useless. But is this really the case? This man has slept with 369 women, including his colleagues, neighbors, business partners, a famous model he met once, even the boss's daughter. Because of the excesses of the game, the man has become the industry blacklist. Finally, a company full of bachelors will accept him. But the boss's wife is a big beauty. Everyone looked at the boss's wife's art photos and pondered. He seems to be thinking about what flavor of battle robe he should put on for his brothers in arms tonight. Colleagues see through his mind. He warned him to save his breath. The last guy who started the job looked at the boss's wife twice. The boss simply confiscated his tools. Jack thought about that image. Not only did he get a jolt, he still plans to stay away from the boss's wife. To divert attention, he signed up for a single dog support group. But the club on his arrival immediately became lively. Female members all want to do gymnastics with him on the spot. So Jack found a woman to arrange a hypnotherapy. Not only did he not succeed, the lady was instead hypnotized by his charm. Jack had no choice but to resort to force majeure. He found a very spiritual witch. He asked him to help break the lover system. The result is a few simple words. The witch also quickly fell under Jack's powerful testosterone. Just when Jack is ready to break the red world and become a monk, he met a psychiatrist with his body as the opposite of Anna. Anna had recently been suspended for refusing the advances of a patient. The patient jumped out of the window and was disbarred from practice. She seems to be insulated from the opposite sex. A conservative girl who never has sex with anyone, to be exact, to treat people you don't like. Even if the other person is willing to spend all their money to death, she will not have a half-hearted affair with others. Jack finds Anna very interesting, tries to hook up under the guise of a medical appointment. He bragged to Anna about his relationship experience. He said he would give a woman the feeling of flying, but Anna did not respond. The look on her face is none of my business. After she analyzed Jack's illness, seriously, I have to follow you 24 hours a day to cure this disease. Jack was used to being in charge and refused on the spot. But then something unexpected happened at night. This young woman is simply too good at flirting. A beheading swimsuit. The man in front of you is speechless. Such a wolf-like tiger rage. In front of you is a woman who dreams of getting. But the man is still afraid of trouble. Excuses to leave. Young woman but a foot on the man's leg. Directly said that she wanted to talk to the man a few $100 million of business. Respectfully. But before the two of them get to the point, a knife was placed on the man's neck. The knife is the man's boss. The young woman is the boss's wife. It was awkward. The boss asked him what he meant. Jack can only smile and say misunderstanding is a misunderstanding. The boss did not listen to his explanation and raised his hand as a gun. It was so scary. Luckily it was just a nightmare. After waking up from the scare, Jack no longer dared to flirt with girls. In order to cure himself of the excess of women, he decided to listen to the psychiatrist Anna. He will do whatever the woman says. So the two meet at a party. The man is too attractive to cure himself of his philandering. Dr. Anna took her to a party with a lot of beautiful women. The purpose is to test Jack's stamina, but there are so many long legs in the room and how Jack cannot resist it. Just when she was thinking about which one to flirt with first, Anna pulled him in, then took him to the bathroom and ordered him to take off his clothes. Just when Jack thought that Anna was so contrarian and liked to play with excitement, Anna pulled an electrical sensor out of nowhere and strapped it to Jack's body. Anna said that if Jack dared to flirt with other women, she will press the sensor in her hand. Well, you now go to the hall to find the most beautiful girl chat, but only talk about serious topics such as work and life. You understand. The woman has the remote control. Jack did not dare to be dishonest. He looked to the right and left to find a suitable target, but not even a few words. He could not resist inviting the woman to play poker at home tonight. Not surprisingly, he was electrocuted. Jack was really annoyed. Girl, you do not follow me. This disease I do not want to cure. But there's no turning back. At night, Anna followed Jack to the singles bar again. It's time to play again, isn't it? Come with me. And she took Jack to a gay dating club. I didn't expect Jack to be very popular with men. That's how popular he was. Anna gradually realized that Jack was not so bad, even a little cute. Under the influence of alcohol, the two rolled into a bed in a daze. After one night, Jack has won another girl. Anna felt incredible how our sister also fell. The next day the two attended the company's new product launch together. The customers were all long-legged. Jack began to drool again. Anna gave him a well-timed slap to prevent accidents. This time Anna got Jack a Bluetooth headset for real-time monitoring. As the marketing director of the company, Jack calmly explained the new product to everyone. Just when Jack was about to lose his temper, Anna ordered him to imagine all the beautiful women as a bearded man. I didn't think it would work. Jack completed his task perfectly. Anna also feel happy for Jack's change. But on the way out, a hot female reporter approached Jack alone. She confesses that she is fascinated by Jack's drive in his speech. She wanted to play poker together tonight. Who can stand it? Although Anna in the headset advised Jack to ignore her, Jack refused and took off the headset, then asked the beautiful woman room number. Seeing that the treatment is about to end, Anna made a perverse move. She actually used the way to jump to attract Jack's attention. Originally just want to scare a little, but I did not know a slip and fall. This allows Anna directly lying in the hospital. This time to save the life of Jack was touched. Completely different feeling. Different from every girl he's flirted with before. Jack directly confessed that he was really in love with Anna. Anna was very happy. She also has a good feeling about Jack. At that moment Anna's mother comes to visit. Anna said she would bring her boyfriend to the house tonight. It's really time to meet the parents. Faced with the arrival of true love, Jack dressed up but feel a little shy. When everything is ready, he went out and saw a luxury car. This is not the return of the prodigal son by the hidden rich girl to see the play. Jack did not have the slightest doubt, handed the car with pleasure, but he didn't know that the person in the car was his boss's wife. The boss's wife directly invited him to visit his home. It's not true that you don't want to go, but today is the day to meet the parents. He was torn between the two when his mind began to confuse. I never thought the boss's wife had drugged Jack. This is too much excitement. The boss's wife changed into sexy pajamas, generously invited Jack to sleep with. Ask who can resist such a long-legged beauty to give him a hug. But this time Jack just miraculously topped, because he looked at the boss's wife's face before his eyes but the appearance of Anna. He pushed away the boss's wife, finally sure of his feelings. From now on, only love Anna. He was going to find Anna now. The boss's wife is not only not angry. Instead, she told the man past the final interview. Then she told the boss to send Jack to Anna's house as soon as possible. At the end of the movie, Jack finds Anna to reveal his true feelings to her. This pair of lovers finally married. From then on, they live a life of shame. This is the end of the film. Then the question rises, if you have such an enviable charm as Jack, would you use it to flirt with girls? How many would you flirt with? Well, that's it for this episode of the film. Thank you for your favorites. If you have anything to say, feel free to leave your comments in the comments section to share with me. See you next time.